Hey guys, it's Mo with Mujak. Another day, time for another video, and excuse me for my absence for the past few days as I have been quite indolent. Indolent, you say? What does that mean? Well, if you want to find out the definition, stick around until the end of the. Excuse me. Stick around until the end of the video, and we shall cover what that word means. And notice some new things. I have a whiteboard and I have a pen. Did you know that if you put a pen on your ear, it makes you look 10 times smarter and it actually increases your intelligence by 5%? It's a statistic that I just made up. But getting right into the contents of the video. So today we are going to cover 5 words. And what are these words for today? So, the first word, inconceivable. The second one, patronize, subordination, followed by peripheral, and last but not least, indolent, which we will cover last. So, starting with the first word of today, inconceivable. What does inconceivable mean? Inconceivable means equals unimaginable, something that your brain cannot even comprehend. It is an idea that your brain or your very soul cannot even grasp. So, if I give an example sentence, let's talk about Mo, because Mo is often the butt of jokes in all of our videos. Uh, so, for younger or baby Mo, for elementary schooler Mo, it was an inconceivable idea that you could actually lose weight if you ate less. Right? So, when Mo was a child, when he was younger, he loved eating snacks. He still does, but he tries to control his urges. It's like a drug addiction. So when Mo was younger, he used to enjoy eating Haribo gummy bears. He used to enjoy eating pizza, Indian food, chocolate, especially with macadamia nuts. And he would eat this every single day. He would eat more, 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 more. And he would be able to eat 2 chocolate boxes in one sitting, no problem. However, he never stopped to think about the fact that if he actually replaced that box of chocolate, with a salad bowl, picked up a fork, he would actually lose weight. It was an inconceivable idea, something that he cannot even imagine. So, as I just gave an example of myself, this is the word inconceivable. So, a question for all of our viewers: what is maybe an inconceivable idea that you had 5 or 10 years ago, but today it is part of your life, or it has been implemented into your daily routine, sort of like eating salads or eating healthier for Mo? Moving on. So, the second word on our list is patronize. Patronize is or equals condescend. But condescending how? Condescending means to try to look down upon someone and say that I'm better than you, so sit down, zip your lips, and open your ears. But patronize is quite similar to condescend, but in the sense that you try to teach the person that you're trying to look down on. So an example can be many teachers. Many teachers oftentimes, if they think they're better than the student, or if they have this preconceived stereotype about students, that every student is the same and they don't listen and I'm better than you, then they will often try to patronize that person. They will try to say, I'm trying to teach you something, so sit down, be quiet, be the good student in school like you're supposed to be. So, who is one person maybe that tried to patronize you in your life? Try to think about it. It'll help you remember the word. Moving on to subordination. What does subordination mean? Subordination is quite similar to patronize in the way that you are looking down on someone or you are beneath someone. So, for example, before we get to the example, actually, I want to cover the origin of this word. So, the origin of subordination actually came from the workplace and how men dominated the workplace or the workforce, and women who were underneath these men were they were excuse me, subordinates to the men. So this is a term that was used when men looked down on women, and women were the more oppressed gender in the workforce. But nowadays, you can use it for any event or any experience where a person is beneath someone. So you are subordinate to maybe, maybe during, if I give an example of Mo, when Mo was an elementary schooler, he was a subordinate to one of one of these bullies that kept trying to make fun of him and kept trying to bring him down. And there was a lot of subordination. So, subordination and patronize, quite similar words, but patronize is try to teach someone while insulting them, and subordination is to be underneath someone, sort of like women in the workforce or Mo with the bully. Subordination. The next word on our list is peripheral. What does peripheral mean? So has anybody, anybody, it's like I'm teaching a class, nobody is here, I'm alone, I'm talking in a dark room. Anyway, has anybody ever heard of the term peripheral vision? So let's say I turn around here. I can almost see the camera right now. This is called peripheral vision. It is in my peripheral. It is in my peripheral vision. So I'm looking straight, but out of the corner of my eye, I can notice the phone and the light and the stand and all the thousands of books behind me. What does peripheral mean in this case? Peripheral means on the boundaries or on the outside corners. So maybe one synonym can be margin. A margin is the white space or the blank space oftentimes between paragraphs in an article. So maybe in from KOR class, you all have the reading material. So oftentimes the words or the paragraphs, they don't take up the whole page. There are oftentimes white spaces on the edges. That is called the margin, and that it can be considered a synonym for peripheral. Periphery, peripheral. So maybe if we give an example sentence of land. So the peripheral towns around the city were quite rural because they didn't have the same access to technology as the mainland cities did. So what does peripheral towns mean in this case? It means the towns on the outskirts of the city. All right, so that was peripheral. But before we move on, I have a quick message for our audience. So as you all know, our goal for 2021 is to reach 1,300 subscribers. And please, as you all know, subscribe to our YouTube channel, like all of our videos. Keep rewatching all of our videos because not only are they informational, they're hilarious. Watch Teacher Pyron's videos, watch Teacher Terry's videos, and of course, Presenter Mo. And also, don't just watch our videos, please sign up for mu적school. Mu적school is the best school in Busan where you can change your life while learning English. Think about that. So, we've covered 4 words so far, and the last word for today is going to be indolence or indolent. Now, in the beginning of the video, I said I was quite indolent with my upload schedule. Now, what does that mean? Indolent means lazy. Lazy, couch potato, somebody who does not want to get up or do anything. That can be considered as indolence or indolent. Now, let me try and give a few more example sentences. What does it mean to be indolent? So, oftentimes, students are required to do homework, or they are required to prepare for an examination. But a lot of the times, students become indolent if the test is too far away, or if they believe in themselves too much and they believe that they can get good scores with just maybe 2 or 3 weeks of hardcore studying. So, because of their indolence and their unwillingness to study and postpone, they end up ruining their test, failing their classes, and ultimately getting an F, failing? Yes. So that can be one example sentence of indolence. And, as I said, Mo himself was quite indolent when uploading videos because, unfortunately, to be honest, he fell asleep at 9 o'clock on both Friday and Saturday. So, my apologies, dear YouTube audience. I hope you can forgive me. And please subscribe. All right, so we've covered 5 words for today. Inconceivable, patronize, subordination, peripheral, and last but not least, indolent. So what does inconceivable mean? Inconceivable means unimaginable. Patronize means I'm going to teach you while at the same time say that I'm better than you. Subordination. Oh no, women are oppressed under men, or Mo is oppressed by the bully. He is a subordinate of the bully. Peripheral, the outer margins, the outskirts, the outside, the peripheral vision, almost out on the outskirts. Sorry. Indolent, to be lazy, to be a couch potato. All right, so those were the words for today. I hope you all paid attention to this short but sweet video. And as always, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. I hope you keep smiling, everybody. And I shall see you in the next video, which will be on Friday, 9 p.m. No, 10 p.m. Please stay tuned.